I missed out. This is $5.99. Oh my god.
Lots of good games.
Yeah. I found some really good ones. How about those albums? Are they looking pretty good?
Yeah, there's some good ones.
That's good.
Stuff they have, stuff they don't have.
Yeah, that's what I like to, buy stuff that I don't have. I'm more of a keeper than a reseller.
Do you do records too, or do you do?
Nah, I don't do records. Just games.
There you go. What's the market for it?
Oh yeah.
You trade and all that?
Yeah, I actually do. I have like Facebook groups that I go onto and stuff like that. Yeah.
Why are you looking?
Oh yeah, they screw up the discs to the point where you can't even play them.
Yeah.
I always test them. Like as soon as I get home, I pretty much test every single game. So.
Yeah.
Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team. I'll take a look at that. There's also some other games over there too. It's underneath the stupid Moshi game.
Hiding. And what else is there?
I think this is it.
Okay.
But I'm gonna take a look at this. Manuals here and everything. Definitely gonna get this. I don't think there's anything else in here though. But yeah, I'm gonna $5. Yeah, or like $1. Alright, real quick, these are games that I'm going to be selling or have already sold, so these won't be making it to the pickup portion of the video. So let's just go ahead and dive right into these. First up, we have 3 original Xbox games. We got Crash Nitro Kart, The Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction, and Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. All 3 of these are complete and in pretty decent shape. Harry Potter I'm selling. I actually already sold for $11.50 with free shipping, so I should be making a little bit of my money back. I sold this game because even though I don't have it on any other platforms, I don't see myself playing it in the near future, so I decided to pick that up just to resell it, make a little bit of my money back. The Incredible Hulk I have on the GameCube, and Crash Nitro Kart I have the PlayStation 2, so I didn't really need them for the Xbox as well. So this one I believe is listed for $11.50, and this one right here for $10.50 with free ship. Hopefully those sell soon. Like I said, all 3 of these are complete and in pretty good shape, so... And then finally, a Wii game that I wasn't expecting to be a little bit of an expensive game. We got Dance Dance Revolution Disney Grooves. This is a pretty expensive game. I have it listed up for $15.50 with free shipping. I paid $4 for this, and it is complete and in pretty good shape. I told myself I would not be leaving behind a Dance Dance Disney game, because the last time I did that, it was the one for the PlayStation 1, and that's actually kind of a rare game. It's like a $20-$25 game on eBay. So I told myself when I saw this, I would not be leaving it behind, even though you guys saw that I didn't like necessarily pick it up. I was like, wait a sec, and I picked it up, looked up the price, and luckily it was actually a pretty expensive game, so... that is it for now. It's the 18th of September, so who knows, I could find some other stuff that I'm going to sell, and if that's the case, you'll see me back here in 1 sec, but if not, we'll just go ahead and head on over to the game room. Alright, so September is officially over, and this month's Goodwill finds were actually really good. I was very, very happy with the amount of stuff I got. I got some really good stuff. And I actually missed out on a lot of stuff, but frankly, I don't really care about the stuff I missed out on, but we'll get to that later. Anyways, let's just move on to everything I got. Now, the first pickup is actually a GameStop pickup. So I don't usually do GameStop pickups, but this was actually a really interesting pickup. I am a Pro member, so I ended up getting this for $9, so it was like 10-something after tax. 10 or 11, I can't remember, but that's still a really good deal for this game. We got a copy of Fortune Street. Now, I thought that this game was actually worth like anywhere between the $20 to $30 range, but it's still like only a $15 game, but it's still a really fun game to have. A Nintendo/Square Enix game, so definitely really happy to have that. And then you guys saw that there was those Dreamcast sports games. Those have been put out a couple of days beforehand, and I asked the guy who restocks books if there were any more, and he said there was at least 10 Dreamcast games. So I was definitely a little heartbroken. The month didn't start out very well. As you guys remember, I had sprained my wrist, so I hadn't been able to ride my bike out. If I hadn't sprained my wrist, I absolutely would have been there to get those Dreamcast games, but unfortunately, I guess it just wasn't meant to be. But I did manage to find a couple of great PlayStation 1 games. The next time I came in, there was a bunch of PlayStation 1 games you saw, and this is everything I picked up. So, a disc-only copy of Crash Team Racing. Would have been nice to have this complete in box, but still, it's a nice game to have, regardless if it's disc-only. Need for Speed V-Rally. This isn't the copy I found. The copy I found was Greatest Hits, and I already sold it, but this is my own personal copy. Oddworld Abe's Odyssey. Complete. The other one was complete too. You saw that the disc was a little screwed up. But this is definitely the best Best thing I've ever found at this Goodwill. When I saw this, my jaw literally dropped. I was super, super happy to finally be able to add this to the collection. A game I've been wanting for a long time. Azure, whatever. It's Azure Dreams, a Konami RPG, and you hear those two words and you instantly think valuable game. This is definitely a pretty valuable game. Goes anywhere between 40 to I'd say around $70, and this is just very, very mint. The disc is practically never even been touched, which is really, really nice to find. I played the game for a little while. It's actually kind of fun. It's a dungeon crawler with a 2D, 3D world kind of thing. The world has 3D elements and there are 2D sprites. It's actually a really fun and interesting game. And then something else, the next thing was an Xbox 360 game, Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, Day 1 edition. It is complete, both discs and the map. It looks like it was a little bit sun-faded, so this might have been sitting out on a yard sale for a while, but I did end up paying $5 for that. And then, you guys saw in the glass case, there was this Nintendogs Pink DS system. I don't know what game is in here. Animal Crossing. Sorry, I gave it to my sister. The Game Boy Advance slot is there, and the stylus is there, so this is a really nice find. This is like a $40 system. I asked if he could do any lower, and he said, I can just give you the 25% off discount off of everything, which was really nice. I ended up paying like $18 because I'm pretty sure he knocked off the price even further from that as well. But the next thing I found, that was like the next thing I found that day. I was paying for my stuff, and I looked in like the plastic cases they had in the back. I just kind of glanced, and I saw what looked like a Game Boy game. I'm like, hey, can you pull that out? You know, it looks kind of like a Game Boy game. And he pulled it out, and it just so happened to be Metal Gear Solid, Pokemon Leaf Green, 100% legit. I don't know if you can tell, you can look in there, but the Nintendo logo is in there. I played it, it's perfectly legit, and I paid $6 for that, which is, no, 5? I think I paid 5 for this, I can't remember. But that was definitely a nice find. And, oh wait, no, I actually did not end up paying 25% off of everything. I remember I asked him if he could do any less on it, and he went in the back and came out with a $18 price tag, so 25% off of $25, roughly. So that's still a really good deal. Happy about that, especially Azure Dreams. That is absolutely one of the top games I've been wanting to play on the PlayStation 1. Picked this up for $3 on a random day. We got Mafia complete. It's actually a pretty fun GTA kind of game. And then the next find was definitely a really, really good find. I walked in and he was restocking, and there was just a sea of video games, and there was actually some GameCube games for once. That was like the first time I've seen GameCube games in a long time. But let's just move on to everything I got. Got this copy of Tomb Raider. I only picked it up, it's not in here, but there was a memory card in here actually. It's in a really weird kind of like Blockbuster style case. I already own this game, so this will probably be getting resold. A disc-only copy of Animal Crossing City Folk. Really happy to find this. It's not a very expensive game, and I paid $4 for it, but it's a game I've been wanting to play for a while, so I'm a huge Animal Crossing fan. And then, let's see, this is everything I'm going to be keeping. I showed you guys everything that I sold already from this lot, but first up, let's go to the two Xbox games. Sid Meier's Pirates Live the Life. Sid Meier, I believe, is the Civilization guy, but it is complete and in really good shape. And then Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, a cel-shaded beat-em-up, and I love cel-shaded graphics. It's like my favorite style of graphics, but pick those two up. And then the GameCube games. First up, we have, I picked these two up strictly because I'm going for a complete GameCube collection and I didn't have them. Shrek Extra Large. Very interesting title for a game. Really weird. Spider-Man. Here, this is actually a really fun game. Spider-Man 1 and 2 are both really good. Complete. And then definitely the winner of the lot. This is my personal copy. I already actually sold a copy to a friend of mine for like a discounted price. I think I only gave him. I think he only gave me $10 for it because he promised he would mod a GameCube memory card to get 20XX on there. But Zelda Wind Waker, and obviously mine is complete, but the other one was complete as well. And I ended up getting a discount on all of that. But wait, there's more. In the glass case, actually, there was a copy of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team. I am a huge Pokemon Mystery Dungeon fan, so seeing that was just very good. It is complete. The manual's a little rough, but everything else is in good shape. All the other inserts are in there. I paid $5 for that, but I got the 25% off of everything on that. Up next, we have 2 PlayStation 2 games. Nothing special. Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. Complete. The disc is a little scratched up on it, but it worked. And then Onimusha Warlords. That is complete and in a DVD case, it looks like. I'll probably just swap that out soon. Okay, and the next find actually happened to be on my birthday. That was the same day I found Dance Dance Revolution Disney Grooves. I also found a copy of Super Smash Bros. Brawl for $5. Unfortunately, it is missing the manual. It just has these inserts, but the game itself is like mint, like never been touched. So that was a really nice find, especially on my birthday. Up next, I found this in a DS, and I asked if he'd be willing to separate the game. Of course, he, hooked me up and gave this to me for $4. A copy of Super Mario 64 DS. Never actually been able to find this game, but for $4, even if it's not in the case, it's still a really good find. For $5, a Nintendo 64 transfer pack. Yeah, for $5, it's a pretty good deal. Unfortunately, I missed out. You guys saw that there was the Nintendo 64 system with 1080 snowboarding and WCW. I actually was just walking in, and one of my competition, I don't know if he's a reseller or not. He says he collects, but I'm pretty sure he also resells. He's like me. He collects and resells. I remember each and every game he had for the N64. It was Super Mario 64, GoldenEye, Mario Kart 64, Star Fox, San Francisco Rush, or actually no, it might have been California Rush, and Ocarina of Time. Of course, I had all those games except for California Rush, so it wasn't a huge deal, but at $7 a piece, that would have been a really good find. But I did end up finding the transfer pack, and I also forgot to mention that when I got Brawl, the guy who restocked books had mentioned that he just put out a copy of Skyward Sword, a game I don't have, and that had been gone like probably a few minutes after he put it out. So that sucks, but it's not a huge deal. Still, Brawl was a good find. But yeah, and up next is actually a toy. I'm not a huge toy collector, but when I saw this for the price, I knew I had to have it. It is this Mario Kart 8 racer type thing. It's an anti-gravity racer. It's supposed to come with a remote, but I could not find the remote anywhere. Even without the remote, it's like a $30 toy, and I only paid $3 for it, so that was a really good find. And then up next we have something that I figured I'd show off just for the hell of it. I looked these up, and each VHS, each of these tapes go for anywhere between $5 to $10. If I just put them all up now on eBay for $20, I'm sure I'll be able to get it $20 with free shipping. But it's a bunch of Godzilla VHSs, really interesting. Terror of Mechagodzilla, Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2, Godzilla vs. Monster Zero, Godzilla vs. Mothra, Godzilla's Revenge, and Rebirth of Mothra 2. These are very interesting. These are all the ones that were made in Japanese and were dubbed in English. were made in Japan and dubbed in English. Very interesting, kind of silly titles. I might actually keep these, to be completely honest with you. I just want to see how really fun they are to watch, because these are fun movies to watch. The Godzilla movies, especially the Japanese ones. And then for $5, which I thought was extremely surprising, a copy of Pokemon Y. Now, that copy was complete, but my copy of Pokemon Y was not, so I put the manual in my own copy. But for $5, you really can't go wrong with a 3DS title, especially a Pokemon title. I'm actually not going to be selling this. My friend actually said she'd want it, and she said she'd give me her 3DS for it, her system. And I'm like, you realize that the system is worth more than the game, right? And she's like, well, I don't use the DS because I got the DSi, or the 3DS XL. And I'm like, all right, so I'll be getting a 3DS out of the Pokemon Y. But that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and hopefully October's finds will be even better. I won't be going for the first couple of days because I'm kind of strapped for cash after I pretty much spent all my money at the yard sales. I don't know which video I'll be uploading first, the yard sale video or the Goodwill video, but if I upload this video first, make sure you check out the yard sale finds that'll be coming later. That is it. Thank you guys for watching, and good luck on your hunts. Peace.